Hello everyone, Cousin here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1238 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for November 8th, 2024. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1238. I'm gonna start with the word mince. Alright, got the E yellow, so this letter goes somewhere else in this word. It could be an E a double consonant, for example, heart. It indeed is an EA double consonant, and I also know that R is a letter which either goes first or last. So it could be REA or EA something R. Ready? I feel like ready is the most likely, because I can't think of other double consonants. So, well, you might consider Y as a vowel, but anyway, ready is literally the only word I see, so let's go with that. And ready is today's Wordle answer. Alright. Got it in 3 tries today, so that's very nice. Got very lucky with the second guess as well, because I placed the E and A and secured most of the letters. So yeah. And also eliminated um letters which form double consonants in the first 2 guesses. So that's how I guessed today's Wordle answer ready in 3 tries. Very glad with that. I'll definitely take that. This is Wordle number 1238. After I'm done with this, let me move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today is November 8th, 2024. I'm going to start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. These ones point up and this cell sees another one. I see that these ones point down and this cell sees another one. Alright, let's just mark down the missing digits of block 4. The missing digits of block 4 are 2, 3, and 4. These 5s point down. Okay, these 8s point up, and this cell sees another 8. These 9s point left, and this cell sees another 9. These 9s force the digit 9 into one of these 2 cells in block 6. See that these 7s point up, and this cell sees another 7. These 6s point right, and this cell sees another 6. The 6 points left, and the 6 points down. So in block 7, the digit 6 is forced into row 9, and then these 6s force the digit 6 into one of these 2 cells in block 8. Okay, so this cell is a single, should be a 4. Alright, let me explain why. I see, well, how I saw this is that I looked at row 6, and I was thinking about the missing digits. And this cell sees 2, 8, and 9, so this cell must be a 4. Or, you can just mark down all missing digits 1 through 9. I mean, why missing? Okay, first mark down all digits 1 through 9 and eliminate the wrong ones, or the ones that the cell sees one by one. When I say C, I mean that there's already that digit in the row, column, or block as the cell, so it cannot contain that digit. So this cell sees 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only digit that the cell does not see is 4. So apart from 4, all other digits cannot go into the cell. And in Sudoku, we cannot leave cells empty, so I have to fit one digit into every single cell. And if this cell cannot contain 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and only 4 can go into this cell, well then I must make this a 4. If I don't put a 4 into the cell, it would end up being empty. So to avoid empty cells, I must make the cell a 4, because 4 is the only digit that can go into the cell. And then these 4s point down. While I'm here, let's just mark down the other missing digits of row 6. They are 2, 8, and 9. This cell sees 2 and 9. So this cell is forced to be an 8, leaving a 2-9 pair in the 2 remaining open cells in this row. And then these 8s point down, and this cell sees another 8. So in block 9, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. This one points right to force the digit 1 into column 9 in block 9. And 1 in this cell is eliminated. I can force the digit 1 into one of these 2 cells in block 6. Okay, this 1-4 pair makes the other 2 open cells in block 9 a 5-7 pair. Alright, in row 7, there are 5 open cells. We have a 5-7 pair, meaning that the other 3 open cells in this row form a 3-4-6 triple. 3-4 because it's C6. The cell sees 3, so it's 4-6, 3-4-6. Okay, so 7's here with these 7's. They force the digit 7 into one of these 2 cells in block 8. Okay, these 8's force the digit 8 into one of these 2 cells in block 5. Okay, in column 7, 1, 5, 6, and 7 are the missing digits. This cell sees 1 and 6, and this cell also sees 1 and 6. So in column 7, in order to fit both 1 and 6 into this column, I have to make these 2 cells open. Well, I have to make these 2 open cells reserved for 1 and 6. Because both of these 2 digits can only go into these 2 cells in this column. This cell cannot contain 1 and 6. This cell also cannot contain 1 and 6. So both of them can only go into these 2 cells, and I have to make these 2 open cells reserved for 1 and 6 in order to fit both of them into this column. So this 1-6 pair eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells, because they are for 1 and 6. This makes the other 2 open cells in this column a 5-7 pair. Hmm. Um, alright, give me a moment to uh spot what I need to see. While I'm here, let's just mark down the missing digits of column 3. 2, 3, 4, and 9 are the missing digits. This cell sees 2, this cell sees 2, so it's 3, 4, 9. This cell sees 4 and 9, so it can only contain 2 or 3. Down here, this cell sees 3, so it's 2, 4, and 9. Okay, this cell. Alright, I'm just gonna use this method. First, mark down all digits 1 through 9 in this cell and eliminate the digits that the cell sees one by one. So this cell sees 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only digits that can go into this cell are 2 or 4. And now look at row 4. There are 3 open cells which only contain 3 certain digits, in this case, 2, 3, and 4. So if these 3 open cells only contain 2, 3, and 4, I have to keep 2, 3, and 4 in these 3 cells. Remember, in Sudoku, we cannot leave cells empty, so I must fit 1 digit into every cell. And I must keep 2, 3, and 4 in these 3 cells, otherwise, let's say I don't let's say I don't keep 2, 3, 4 in these 3 cells and I put these 3 digits elsewhere in this row, these cells, at least one of them, would end up being empty, and we can't have empty cells. So I must keep 2, 3, and 4 in these 3 cells to avoid empty cells. So this 2, 3, 4 triple eliminates 2s, 3s, and 4s from all other open cells in this row, which means that the other 4 open cells in row 4 contain the other missing digits, 1, 6, 7, and 9. This cell sees 1 and 6, so it's only 7 or 9. This cell is 1 or 6. This cell sees 6, so it's 1, 7, 9. And this cell sees 1 and 9, so it's 6 or 7 only. Okay, in this 2, 3, 4... in this 2, 3, 4 triple, 3 is forced into one of these 2 cells. And no matter which cell 3 ends up in this 2, 3, 4 triple, this cell sees both of them, so this cell cannot contain 3. Another way to think about it is that the digit that goes into this cell, whether it's 2 or 4, it points left to force this digit into this cell. So they are the same, so it can't contain a 3. Talking about 3s, 3's here, and this 3 points right, and this cell sees another 3. Okay, so this cell cannot contain 7 because, well, 2 ways to think about it. Firstly, because 7 cannot go into the 1-6 pair. Another reason is that it sees both of the cells involved in the 5-7 pair. So because 7 goes into this 5-7 pair, this cell cannot contain 7. So either way, after 7 is eliminated from the cell, with this 7 pointing right, the digit 7 in block 3 is forced into row 2, which eliminates 7 from the cell. So all of these 7s force the digit 7 into the cell in block 1, which makes the cell a 1 because of these ones. So these ones point right to force the digit 1 into the cell in block 3, which makes this a 6. 6 is eliminated from the cell. Now, for row 4, the cell now sees 6 and also 1 and 9. So in these 3 cells, the cell must be a 7, which makes this cell a 9, and this a 1. Wait, why do I have... I don't think I was supposed to mark 8. Anyway, this cell is a 1, and then 7 in this cell is eliminated. I can force the digit 7 into this cell in block 3, which makes down here 575 based on the markings I've done. 2, 3, and 9 are the missing digits of block 6. This cell sees 2. And up here, this is 3 or 9. Let's mark down the missing digits of block 3. Or actually, this cell sees 9. Anyway, 3, 5, and 6 are the missing digits of block 3. This cell sees 5 and 6, so indeed this must be a 3. And then this cell also sees 5, so I can place the 5 and 6 like so. This cell... Okay, sorry, it cannot contain 2 or 9, so this cell must be a 3. These 5s force the digit 5 into one of these two cells in block 2. These 9s point up and this cell sees another 9. So in block 2, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, and then these 9s points left and this cell sees another 9. So in block 1, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, and then these 9s points down, this cell sees another 9. So in block 7, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, and I don't know why I have 9 marked into this cell, but anyway, I can place the 2, 9, 2, 4, and this is also a 4 based on the markings I've done. And then these two cells are for 7 and 8, as they are the missing digits of row 5. Okay, now in column 3, 2 is a missing digit. These two cells see another 2. So in column 3, the digit 2 is forced into this cell, and I can mark down the digit 2 in one of these two cells in row 2. Let's just mark down 2, 3, and 4 as the missing digits of row 2. This cell sees 3, so it's 2, 4. This cell sees 4, so it's 2 or 3. And we have a 3, 4 pair in block 1, which makes the other two open cells in this block a 6, 8 pair. So this 6, 8 pair eliminates 6 from this cell. I can force the digit 6 into this cell in block 7. And then 2 and 3 are the missing digits of column 2, but this cell sees a 3, so I can make this 2, 3, 2. Down here, 3, 4, and 5 are the missing digits of block 7. This cell sees a 3. Okay, this cell sees a 3, so it must be a 4. This is a 3. This is also a 3. Make this 2 and 4 to complete row 2. Alright, all of these 2s force the digit 2 into this cell in block 8, followed by the 1 which goes into this cell, and then the 7, which is forced into this cell. Which makes this 8 and 7 to complete row 5. These 8s force the digit 8 into this cell in block 8. This cell is 6 or 8 only for this row, and the missing digits of column 4 are 5, 6, and 8. This cell cannot contain 5 or 8, so it must be a 6, making this cell 8, 6, 8, and this cell is a 5 to complete this column. This cell is a 4 to complete this row, and down here, the missing digits of block 8 are 3 and 5, and the missing digits of block 2 are 3 and 6. And this cell sees a 6, so I can make this 3 and 6 down here, 5 and 3. This cell sees a 1, so it's 4, 1, and the Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, I finished today's New York Times Hard Sudoku in a bit over 17 minutes, so I would say the Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward. I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. Okay, so I feel like the key spots include the 1-4 pair and the 5-7 pair in block 9. The 1-4 pair and the 5-7 pair in block 9, and I feel like the single four. Yeah, the single four. Oh, and yeah, why I could find the 1-4 pair in block 9, it was because of the single four. In block 6, the cell at the intersection of row 6 and column 7, there was this single four, which helped with the 1-4 pair and 5-7 pair in block 9, as well as the 1-6 pair and 5-7 pair in column 7. The 1-6 pair and 5-7 pair in column 7. So that helps force the digit 7 into row 2 in block 3. So that helped place 7 in this cell in block 1. So I feel like these were some key spots involving the singles and the pairs or triples. Oh, and I feel like the 2, 3, 4 triple in row 4 also helped a bit. Yeah, so I feel like these were the key spots. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you have any other questions or difficulties. Feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Hopefully this video helped. Today is November 8th, 2024. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1238 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for today. See you all in tomorrow's video. Bye!